I can find plenty of negative things to say about LeBron James. Without hesitation. I won't, but I could. Let me stick to basketball and tell you this. He's on a Mount Rushmore. He's one of the greatest players to have ever lived. I have him number 2 all time. But I appreciated and respected your take, Will Bond, on Get Up earlier when you talked about Kobe needing to be in that conversation, Kareem needing to be in that conversation. I got no issues with that. But to me, LeBron James is number 2 all time. The thing that we have to understand that's important about this conversation is when we debate the GOAT, the negativity of it comes from LeBron and his camp, nobody else. When we say he's number 2 all time, we're appreciating the fact that of the thousands upon thousands of players that have played in the NBA since 1950 rather, okay? LeBron James, there's only one player we look at and we say definitively we think was better, and that was Michael Jordan. What did I say to Rich Paul one day? You act like that's an insult. Rich Paul's response, it is an insult. Because that is how they have acted when it comes to the GOAT conversation. And that's why a guy like Mike Wilbon has been on the number 1 show in sports television for the last 25 years. Congratulations to you and my man Tony Kornheiser. We're number 1 in the mornings. They're number 1, period. They're number 1, period. We know our place. Here's the deal. Mike Wilbon has said this publicly. We're not some PR machine for you. Didn't you say that about LeBron and his kid? You said we ain't some PR. You know, we gonna watch what we watch, and we come to one. Even in saying that he's the greatest you've ever seen, Kendrick Perkins, you have said ain't no damn PR machine. I'll say what I mean and mean what I say. Mm-hmm. So you just happen to feel that he's the greatest, but you were recognizing the fact that they were trying to compel people to say he was the greatest. Michael Jordan didn't say that about himself. Kobe Bryant didn't say that about himself. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't say that about himself. Bill Russell didn't say that about himself. Tim Duncan didn't say that about himself. Nobody said that. Nobody but him and his camp. Steph Curry hasn't said that about himself. Steph Curry has never called himself the greatest shooter of all time. Ray Allen never called himself the greatest shooter of all time. Reggie Miller never called himself the greatest shooter of all time. Allen Houston never called himself the greatest shooter of all time. Nobody called himself the greatest in anything but that man and his camp. And then when we refute it in any way, people like myself and Mike Wilbon and others, when we walk the streets, we're haters. So the debate and the vitriol and all of that stuff comes directly from them. And as it pertains to David Falk, let me say this one last thing. Who is David Falk? Let's remind the world of who he is. When we have a GOAT conversation, America, do you realize that David Falk is in the conversation as the GOAT of agents in history?
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? So I appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. The clip I just show y'all, that was a clip of the never-ending Michael Jordan versus LeBron James and sometimes Kobe Bryant debate, because y'all know there's a lot of people that like to debate whether LeBron James or Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. And y'all know that, I'm always going to rep for Michael Jordan. MJ, he's always going to be the greatest of all time. I don't care what anyone says. You know me? LeBron James, he can't touch Michael Jordan. He's not even close. LeBron James, he has a tendency to always, not always, but, oftentimes choke during the finals. I've seen games when LeBron James, all of a sudden, he's just, he doesn't look interested in actually playing the game. He just gives up. And that is LeBron James's, mentality. He likes to give up. But Michael Jordan, on the other hand, he will always play till the end. And that is why he's greatest of all time. And, his whole Michael Jordan mentality that he had, this instinct, is, second to none. The only player that can actually match that was Kobe Bryant. But I gotta say that, like I said, MJ is greatest of all time, and I think that most people most players rather in the NBA actually would agree with that. Not only them, but agents and GMs and sports analysts and pretty much the whole sports world, except for some fans that likes to, watch LeBron James's wood. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.